Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt, Trailer 943. In today's video, I have blog video number 18 here on the PRR Keystone. Since the last time you guys seen the layout, it may not look like there's been very much change, but there actually has been a very major change to the layout. So I'm going to go ahead and pan back a little bit and stand up. So I did do one big thing, and that is I went ahead and made the layout into a single main with some passing sidings. So basically what I did was I combined what I had before. I had, you know, a single large main that had no switches on it, and then I had an inside loop that had a siding that came off here and branched off into this track, and then had this passing siding that went all the way down there. So what I did was I combined both. So I have my main line, and then I also have my passing sidings here. So I think I like this a lot better. I think for my purposes it suits me a little bit better, because you know what, I do enjoy the multiple train action type of thing, but you know, this kind of makes it more like a real railroad, because figure you have multiple trains running on the same track, and then they would just use passing sidings. So I think it looks really cool, and I'm really happy with the way it looks. Now it does alter my plans a little bit for the layout, and I'll talk about that in just a second here. Alright, before we get to my plans, which they're basically the same as before, but with a few things changed, I did go ahead and wire up a couple more lighting pieces. Wired up this car. Then I wired up this little work caboose cab there. I wired up that car there, one that you're staring at right there, and then we stand up here. I come way down here. I put the light back in this water tower. It died, so I went ahead and threw a new one in, and then I also put in lights for the bunk car. So looks really cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's turning out. So now I'll talk about my plans. Alright, so if you guys watched my layout tour video I made, which was about an hour-long video of me talking about the layout and my buildings and future plans and all that stuff. So the layout's going to basically remain the same. I'm not going to do much change to it, although I am going to do some minor things. Is now, because with the single main, I've actually got some space here. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe make this section here just a complete road. It'll, you know, go start back here and then have it come up here. I think back here I'm going to do a gravel road, like for this industry, and then I'll change it over here to blacktop. And then what I'm going to do, obviously, because if there's a train here that's being boarded, let's say for passengers, I'm going to have a traffic light here and over here, or somewhere around here, and then that will serve as a stop point for the cars, so that way when a person's coming here they don't get hit by a car, or in theory anyway. But that's going to be that. And then over here, I do have room for a dual lane road over here, but you know what, I've decided not to do that. I'm going to leave it to single lane like I have right here, and then here, right about here and stuff, I'm going to have signals for the trains. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of signals. Actually, I found a website that has a whole bunch of restored post-war signals, you know, that they made back in the 50s and stuff. So I am going to get some of those for here instead of getting the modern signals, because I want to have some touches of post-war and pre-war charm in my layout here. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then over here, this will still be a grade crossing. And then here, I'm not sure, because I'm not gonna have signals, you know, the whole way through this thing. I'm gonna have probably one here, be one here, possibly one here, and then it'll stop until I get to here. And then here, I think I'm gonna do another one of those cantilever signals, just like over there. and then that'll be that for signaling on this side, and then over there when I get back to it I'll figure out what I'm going to do there. So probably think I'll have maybe 4 or 5 signals on this main stretch here, and the reason why I'm doing that is to give the illusion of a big layout. Even though, you know, this layout ain't huge, I like to kind of give the illusion of having it nice and big. So that's kind of the point of what I'm doing there. So this will still again be a road coming along in here, still be a parking lot here where the Legacy is, and then here I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I'll think of something. Yeah, I might even space these buildings out a little more, maybe move this over a little bit or something like that, but we'll see. The one thing I can't fit here anymore, because I don't have a double main track, is I won't be able to put my Penske signal bridge in here anymore. But I might change this out for a Penske signal bridge, maybe. I'm not sure. I just have to see how well it'll fit. But I'm gonna try my best here, so we'll see. And then we got the back, so let me go over there and we'll talk about that real quick. Alright, so along the back, this will still be the same thing. I'll still have my parking lot over here. And then what we're going to have here is we're going to have a grade crossing that'll transition into here, because with the single main, I actually have something I didn't have before, which is a stretch of space behind these buildings. Before, you know, they were right up against the track, but with the single main, I now have some space back here. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to make this a road that will go up to probably, well, it'll go all the way around, but I think here I'll stop with the blacktop, and then here I'll just do gravel road and probably have a small crossing over in here to here, and then this front part will be a passing siding. And you guys, again, watch my layout tour, you know that I said I was debating on one or the other, and I was going to put the road here. Well, again, since I have the space, I now can do both. And what I'm going to do with this single main approach is I'm going to have room for basically 3 trains on the layout at any one time. I'm going to have one here when it comes in, the pass siding, and then this one here, where this brown track is, that's where I store the subway. So I have any choice of this train, this one, or the subway. So it'll be really cool. And of course I could use the main for a train if I want to have the other one come in here, whatever I want to do. But we'll see, because for the bigger passenger trains, this front stretch is better, because the other day I was running this wonderful excursion train, I guess if you want to call it, the CZ and those 2 UPs and that Pennsylvania diner. I was running that train, and it fit a lot better in the front than it did in the back. So, but yeah, it's really cool, and I'm really happy with the way it's looking here. So I did also do one thing to the subway, and that is that I put the extra car in. So I now have all 6 cars, and the car that was bad was this one right here. This one, car number 8028. The doors on this side would not close, and I really don't know what the problem was with it, but I did open it up, and the only thing I did do, and maybe this was it, was the track on the door. There's a plastic piece that goes right under the door, and in a minute I'll open up the doors and I'll show you where that is. And what I was going to do was I was just going to try to move the doors so that way I could have them close and just lock them and be done with it. Well, I took that little piece off, and then obviously because they're attached to the motor for the gearbox, they wouldn't move. Stupid idea, I know. But so I put the piece back in, and then I put it on the track and moved it, and I heard the thing close. I'm like, wow. So now the whole set is back, and I'm really happy with it now. And it does fit on this section just fine here. Actually, I made it long enough so that way the whole thing would fit. So over there, let me get back there, or front there rather. This here was originally where I had that subway car sitting. So I don't know what I'm gonna put here. I'll eventually get rid of the track. I just have to do it. And then I don't know what I'm gonna put here. I might put that bunk car over there because the water tower kind of blocks it. So we'll see. Let me go ahead and crack the doors on this car here. They're all the same, so I'll just open them all. So yeah, there's that piece right there. That's the piece that I popped off, and that's, I guess, I don't know if that was what was jamming it or what, but at any rate, it's back. And what I did was I locked the doors on this side of the train because I don't stop it there. I only stop it here with the doors open on this side that you're looking at now. So that way I'll never have that problem again. So, and also on the front power unit right here, since there's no detail in it, all the electronics are in it, I just shut the doors off on the whole car. So, but yep, that's that. So I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. I really do like it a lot. Now, one thing I do need to do is I still need to add some switches to this. I'm going to eventually have it so that way I can turn all of this off. I can turn this one off, this one off, this one off, that one, and that one. So basically, if all of them were off, only the curves would be powered. And the reason why I would want to do that is because should I want to run either A, conventional engines, which I do want to get some. I do want to get some post-door stuff and some, you know, MTH Proto 1 engines. And also, for command engines, you want to keep the times down on like the MTH stuff, like that one there. You know, you don't want the hours to run up on the engines. And with passenger trains like this, I know it's a subway, but anyway, it's still a passenger train, so. But you don't want the lights to be on. So what I usually do is when I have it sitting like this, I usually, you know, shut them off so that way the bulbs aren't going and it's not drawing amps. So, but that's that. So, and I'm gonna do that with just some probably mini toggles, probably right here and on the other side here. So now the other thing too is because with this, I originally had this side do the outside main, this side do the inside main. Well, the inside main's not there no more. So what I'm going to have this handle do now is I'm going to have this do the passing sidings. And I'm going to keep it on this so that way if I just want to run just this, I can just shut the other ones off but keep this on. So it's going to be really cool in the end. So, but yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys in this one. I'm actually going to run some trains for you guys. I haven't done that in quite a while, so I'll run what I have on the track here, and then I'll go ahead and run some other stuff. So, until the next one, I'll see you guys. I'm Matt Chandler, 943. Take care.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yes, 1684, you're clear. Over. Copy that. Out. Hello, everybody. The dining car is now open for the second seating.